Let's Talk Oculus, a VR podcast, is proudly sponsored by the good folks at Patreon. If you want to support the show, join us on patreon.com/Let's Talk Oculus. What's up, Oculus nerds? Welcome back to Let's Talk Oculus, episode 96. I am your host, as always, Dan from Playtest VR, and I am joined by my co-host, as always, Samson. How you doing? You're not wearing a VR shirt, so are you okay?
I am doing okay. I get my green screen on, so, anybody watching, feel free to edit whatever you want on my shirt.
Just put like a naked body on the front. That would be great.
Yeah, Austin Powers to go along with the Austin Powers movie nights we had this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell the people about that. What happened? What happened these past 3 nights that they missed out on because they didn't come, like me?
Yes, like you were a naughty boy. This week, in celebration of Laser Lairs Walkabout DLC, Dave hosted not one, not two, but all 3 Austin Powers movies Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night in big screen. And me, D-Max, and Dave made all 3. And I wish I was more ready with everybody you here we go. A lot more people came night 1. Parody made it. D-Max, also another D-Max made it. There were 2 D-Maxes. Person made it. And Loish.
Nice. Steve,
right?
Lello. Yeah. Okay, Steve. No, thanks for everyone for coming up. And thanks to Dave, who also gave $2 extra per person who made it to all 3 nights.
All 3. And D-Max and myself made it to all 3.
Yeah. So
it was a lot. But those 90-minute comedies, those fly by.
They do fly by. Yeah, it just came at the wrong time for me because I had a concert on Monday and then I saw Oppenheimer on Tuesday, so it was just...
It'll be in theaters a long time, I'm just saying.
It will be. It will. I mean, it might be on big screen through Dave one day.
Yeah.
Big up Dave, our big screen.
One day when he buys it.
How's things in VR been for you?
VR has been very kind to me. Very kind.
Very kind. What has it given to you?
I've gotten in a lot. So Saturday, I got back into VR Giants with Amelia, and we recorded it. I've been posting a few of the videos to TikTok if you want to see some of the gameplay of the puzzles and the different worlds. Very much enjoying it. I'm traveling this weekend, but I do want to get back into that and finish it up. We're kind of stuck on where we're at, but it was also time to give it a break.
That's fair. I like how you've timelined it on Saturday. I couldn't give you a timeline for my VR, but I have, Samson. I have bought and played a brand new game. Basically, I had $7 off, and.
But wait, Dan, I thought you were going to get a new game or play a new game till you beat Hubris.
That's true, but I didn't fill up I didn't follow from this promise. That's true. I didn't even think about that. I forgot about that completely. I had the reason why, okay, I had $7. For some reason, I had a $7 credit in Oculus, and I'm not sure why or how that even happened. But I got an email from them saying if you don't use your $7 by the end of this week, it will expire. And I was like, oh, okay, I might as well just use it on a game that I wanted to play. So I went through the list. Okay, there were a few, things.
What did you get? I can't take this.
Well, I could have got Star Wars Pinball, but I didn't. I could have got Contractors, which I wanted, but I didn't. I went for Compound. I bought Compound. So if those of you who don't know, Compound is a rogue shooter, I guess. It is, I believe it's procedurally generated. So every time you jump in, the map is slightly different. The enemies spawn in different waves. Sometimes there's 3 enemies, sometimes there's 7 if you go back to the first level. And it's all pixelated where it feels like you're jumping into OG Doom. Like OG Doom OG Wolfenstein. It's that kind of art style. Like you've just been
Yeah, it's those old
placed.
graphics.
Yeah, which you've just been placed in there, and I am having a great time. It is $20 US, and it is a great VR game because it's one of those games that you just put on, you play 15 minutes, you die, and you take it off, and you're like, all right, we'll come back to you afterwards, because essentially what it is that you have you have a lot of good weapons in the game, which I'll talk about in a moment. But in the level design, the first two levels are in like this underground place, and you kind of breeze through them because they're fairly easy. They introduce you slowly to enemies. You get the normal like human enemy, and then the second level you get a drone, and maybe you get a special gun depending on like your headshots and such. And then
Are you picking up the guns like on the ground?
yeah. They're just like floating, and you can dual wield, and you can hold two gun. You can like have two guns at once. So you can have a pistol, but then you can swap it to like a machine gun if you have a machine gun.
What's the reload mechanic?
Normal reloading. So when it comes to pistols, that reloads automatically. So there is a little bit of a wait in between. When you've like hit your 6 rounds or whatever, there's like a little bit of some, what do you call it? Like there's a little bit of a space between, like between then it reloads and then you're back to the
It's
pistol.
got a buffer.
Yeah, there's a buffer. There's pistols everywhere. So like if you go into a room on the side, like how if you go to like a building, there's like break the glass for emergency handle or something like that. It's like break the glass for the emergency gun. And you can literally break the glass with your hand and then grab the gun. So you're never lost without a gun. Like there's always a gun somewhere. But if you have something like the machine gun or the shotgun or something like that, the reload mechanic is slightly finicky. I'm not going to lie. It ain't no Medal of Honor when it comes to reloading. It's slightly finicky. Like you got to get it all perfectly right. But essentially, you get unlimited ammo in your hand and you can put it in and press A.
How do you reload if you're dual wielding?
You just got to drop a gun. You got to drop a gun. Yeah, you got to drop a gun. But yeah, and then you've got like when you kill certain enemies, they may drop some more ammunition, which is a weird one because maybe it's not unlimited ammunition when it comes to the other guns, but I've never ran out of ammunition, and I'm playing it on the like medium level mode.
All right, hotshot.
But I'm not getting too far in it. But they also like when you kill someone, they might drop like a helmet, and when you wear a helmet, that's like extra armor. It's normally like 2 or 3 shots and you're gone, you're dead, and you have to start all over again in medium. In easy, it probably be less, more than that. But maybe they drop extra bullets, and when they drop like extra bullets, that just makes your reload time faster as well. So there's fun things that they drop, and then after you do the first 2 levels, which are underground, you go to the next place, which is like in a plaza building kind of thing. And then there's new enemies. Like there's you still have the drones and the normal humans, but then you have bigger humans which take more bullets to take down. They might have machine guns or shotguns. You have this weird like vacuum kind of robot who tries to kill you as well, like sentry guns which are on wheels.
Are you ducking and dodging?
Oh yeah,
a lot?
I'm like pistol whip, but like actually, because I'm holding the left stick to. You can do teleport, but it's much better when you just do smooth locomotion. And
so the bullets come in slow enough that you can dodge them.
Yes, yeah. But I've been killed many times. Like I still haven't made it past the plaza, which is like level 2 in a way, right? Technically level 3, but like the second map. And I just can't make it past. But the thing is, it's a roguelike, so you die, you come back to the start, but then you may have more weapons. You may have unlocked the machine gun or the assault rifle or the shotgun and such.
So there are things that you can start the next round with that you.
No, so you
like. Is there anything?
You
or is it all new?
you always start with the pistol. There's like a vending machine before you start, and there's like some health and such. But you always start with the pistol. But then, as soon as you go into a room, you'll see a rocket launcher or you'll see a whatever that you've upgraded to. And the first level is very, very easy. It's just as soon as you make it past that, you just need to keep leveling up. And obviously, if you get headshots, it's better. Yeah, the enemies also drop like food, so there might be a burger, and you grab the burger and start eating it, and that's health. And it's cool on the left wrist. If you look at it like a watch, you'll see a map of the procedurally generated room as well. And the music's really cool too. Like it's not as good as like Hotline Miami kind of music, but it is up there when it's like, oh, this is actually quite fun. I feel like I'm in that game, and it makes you don't have to, but it makes you want to just run through it fast paced. And I've not had any motion sickness, but it makes you want to run through, dodge, 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 shoot, 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 bang, bang, bang. You know, it feels like you're in a John Wick kind of movie, but in pixelated. And I'm having a great time. I really like the game. It's just fun, fast. There's no real story. It's just like go in and have a good time and get out. And for $20, it's kind of fair at that price.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah, that one has not gone on. I think I put it on my wish list on Steam a long time ago. It has not gone on sale once.
Yeah, I feel like with the graphics, you can get away with just having this on the Quest, and you'll have. I don't think you're gonna have much difference if you get it on Steam. But yeah, I'm having a great time with it. And it's been good because I've been very busy.
Too busy for big screen and hubris, apparently.
I've been very busy this last couple of weeks. It's more to do with like moving house right now. And so I've not been able to get much VR in, but this has been like the perfect game to just pick up and play. I mean, I got my Quest there ready to go, charging at all times, so I can just pick up like in work breaks, lunch or something, or after work. I can just throw on the headset and do like 2 or 3 runs to try and get further than I can, and then obviously die and go, okay, we'll be back. So I'm really enjoying it. I really like Compound, and it's a game that came out a little while ago, I think maybe last year. But it's really good, and especially if you're grown up with like Doom and Wolfenstein and such, you get to play that game in a way without getting motion sick because it's optimized for VR. And I think, don't quote me on this, I think it's made by just one person. Because there's wanted posters around, and you just got this one dude who like this real dude, and I'm like, that must be the developer, and it's just him all the time. So yeah, I mean, I've only played, I've only got so far, but I'm having a great time. I've probably put a good 2 hours or so in it over the week, which is quite a lot in this type of game. But yeah, anyway, that's me and Compound. Back to you.
Yeah. I'll catch that. So I got into some contractors with my B-Haptics vest on Saturday. That was pretty fun. That was my first time playing my second time playing contractors. First time playing PCVR contractors. And we got into a bunch of random various mods. Nobody really knew what we were doing in any of them. Such a weird game. At one point I had to double jump. That was kind of fun. Once someone was like, hey, just for no, you can double jump. I was like, oh, cool.
Okay.
Then I started dying a lot more. I was just having fun.
Just like hopping like a bunny and such.
Yeah.
Is now those mods, are those mods PC fun. Only, or can they come to Quest? I know you can get mods.
They're on them all. They're on them all. And you don't even need to have anything outside the game. Whoever was selecting the maps, just selecting them, and then they just start auto downloading.
Oh, amazing.
Apparently I had the fastest internet because mine were finishing fast. But
that is a game that's on my list too. That and Compound were like, I couldn't decide which one, and I went with Compound just because I just really wanted to look at that art style and try. But that's the next one on my list because I really want to try the mods. I see people do like Nuketown from Call of Duty and such, and throwing those mods in. It looks really fun. So I'm actually interested. Is it single player too? Or?
I believe so, but I'm not sure. I just went straight into the multiplayer.
Okay.
And play Saturday nights, I guess.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Ping, get in that Discord if you want to play. I am busy this Saturday night though, but going forward. Anyway, Breachers, got into Breachers Friday night. There was some kid we were playing with who's really good. He's shouting out places as if we all knew exactly where they were. They're right in the bathroom. They're by the second sink. Things like this. It was pretty fun though.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm loving that game. Once a week is good enough for me. Got into some flight sim. Flew over Puerto Rico.
Feels
at
I
sunset.
mean, you went to Puerto Rico earlier this year, so I guess that's fairly fun. Um,
Yeah,
the other thing that I mean, I went back to Walkabout again. I played with my uncle, and we did the fox hunt for not the did we no we did the exploding kittens one, which was very easy. Yeah, apart from one, there was one specific one I cannot remember.
stumped
I
you
think it was
up.
like whole like clue 11 or something. Basically, I won't spoil what like how to find it, but essentially on the clue it's just a map. It's just like, like the map and a hole, and it's like, okay, what hole is this? And it took me ages and I still couldn't find it. I had to go on Inner Princess's YouTube. I was like, I have to search this up. And when I found it, I was like, oh, I don't think I'd ever get it, to be honest. It's a really hard one. But yeah, got it. The club's nice if you're into exploding kittens. It's really fun. It's very much that theme. With the
Yeah,
with the cat getting squished, and it's kind of fun. So yeah, if you're into like cats getting
it's a
squished,
goofy one.
that's the one to get. But have you done both of them yet, or?
No, but I've seen them playing multiplayer with folks.
Sure, I haven't done the regular one yet, so that's something for me to jump in for maybe this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get anything else?
No, those were the two. Those were the two.
Nice, nice. I got into some more Synth Riders Sunday nights. If you want to get into that, we were doing multiplayer. It was pretty fun.
Nice.
Pretty fun. And then Dan, you know what I did?
Go on.
I wanted to play some table tennis, and I got into online, and I wanted to do ranked. I just went right into
11 table tennis, I assume.
Yeah. That's what I started with. I'll get into the other one later.
Okay.
I played about 8 games against this dude, Damien. And Damien was struggling to beat me. And we had a lot of fun. Then Damien had to go. And my next opponent humbled me real quick.
Yeah. You were schooling Damien, thinking you're the bee's knees, and then another person comes in and puts you in your place.
Yeah, I need a better serve. I need more than one. I need more than one.
I remember playing. I haven't played 11 table tennis in a minute, but I remember people just being able to like spin and swerve that serve, and it was phenomenal. I was like, I'm just padding ping pong, and that's about it, right?
They were pretty good. There were a few times where like I got into some good volleys. They were fun.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, and I think I waited 30 seconds the first time, and then after Damien left, got me right into a new match. So no waiting at all.
Yeah, I've never. And 11 table tennis has got the nice new UI now, right? They've been rocking that for a while, or not?
It did. It was newer from what I remembered from years ago.
Yeah, because I haven't been in it since it's changed its UI, but because it needed a change. But yeah, I'm glad to hear. Are you using an attachment? Do you have like a?
No attachments.
I have an attachment, and I'm not gonna lie,
Raw dogging it.
It did help me.
I will say I think the Pro controllers help me because there's a lot of times I feel like the controllers are
at the back and such. Yeah, and I feel like as well with the weight of the Pro controller, it feels better. It's like when you do Walkabout.
Yeah.
That added weight on the controller is welcome. It's really nice. It's really nice. I'm kind of interested to see what the Quest 3's controller weight is going to be. I think it'll be the same as this one, to be honest. Because it's not going to have
a
like
ring,
a chip.
So it could be a little lighter.
Yeah, true. A little bit lighter. So yeah, I don't know. I hope they just add some weights in there, and I also hope it's still battery powered, because as much as I love charging,
Probably will be.
the batteries are just like I've had a notification on my Quest saying your right controller is low battery for ages, and I still haven't changed it, and it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, it starts at 30% or so. I think.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense then, because it's been like 2 months and I still haven't changed it, and it still works a treat.
You don't play much.
Yeah, that's true. I do a lot playing a lot with my right, with the Walkabout and such.
Not the left.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else?
Dan, yeah. This week, I broke something while I was in VR for the first time in so long.
Oh no.
And I broke a mug playing chess VR.
What? Okay, hold on. First of all, you broke a mug. I thought you were gonna say you're gonna break your Quest Pro controller. I was scared for a second. I was scared.
No,
And
no, no.
second of all, please explain, how do you break anything? Anything with chess? Like, do you rage quit? Is that what happened?
No. I've been playing every morning at my desk while I have coffee. And I reached a little too far for the
For
piece.
the coffee.
Yeah.
Damn.
And knocked the coffee off the desk.
Damn. And then that's 2 episodes in a row now. The alarm goes off.
Yeah, that's what happens when we record at night.
That's wild. Yeah, I guess when the Quest 3 is something and mixed reality is clear as day and it's thinner, so it's easier to drink out of the mug as well. Yeah, how are you drinking out of that coffee mug do you have a straw in that coffee mug?
No, I can drink out of it just fine.
Oh, interesting. I struggle. It always hits the Quest. I don't know. It maybe.
You
Interesting.
just got to tilt.
It just tilt.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Fair enough. But
Dan, so I got into 11 table tennis, right? And that made me want to try Racket Fury because it was on sale. So I bought Racket Fury and I played against the AI. They have like a story mode kind of deal where you're just playing AI that's getting better, but it's robot looking cool, dude. It feels pretty good. It's still lonely person's 11 table tennis. The person who doesn't want to play online, probably. I think it does have online and multiplayer, but I'd just rather play 11, I think. And I can't see a reason why to play Racket Fury other than if it comes to PSVR first and then you want to play people who do that.
Is it basically 11 table tennis? Is it basically simulation table tennis or
100%. And it felt pretty good. There were a few times where I'd be missing, where I thought I should be hitting, and I think I was hitting in 11. So if anything, it was it felt good, but it felt ever so slightly worse. And I just don't really, unless you just wanted to play the AI that looks a bit cooler. Yeah,
it's an interesting one, right?
It's the we have table tennis at home.
It's an interesting one because I've thought about this the other day, actually, randomly. I was like, why hasn't there not been a walkabout clone? Right? Why hasn't there been a mini golf clone? And then that's probably the reason is because the competition is so good, so far ahead, right? If you're gonna make a walkabout clone, you have to be its own thing. It's got to be unique, right? And Racket Fury being pretty much the same as 11 Table Tennis is not going to win at all. Not when you've already got established player base and everything. Why would you bother going to another one when you've got the most established one? There's people playing multiplayer.
It might be better for kids.
How so?
A kid might be more likely to enjoy it.
Because
is
it more like
you're playing robots?
Oh,
you're
I see. Yeah,
cool worlds.
I see. It's not. It's like the art style and such. And like it needs to be different. It's like Golf Plus used to be. Is it Pro Putt?
Pro Putt,
right? Yeah. Which was basically it wasn't walkabout mini golf, but it was another like mini golf putting. It was more like serious mini golf, but still, it was another putting thing. And I think they did a great thing where they go, okay, I don't know if this is what they thought, but they were like, all right, what we actually want to do is full swing golf, and let's pivot to that because no one's really doing that. And if they are, they're not really. No one's really leading that space. Right. And they pivot. I mean, the Pro Putt's still a part of that. If you want to play Pro Putt, you can in Golf Plus if you want to, but I guarantee most people aren't playing that. And most people are playing the full swing Golf Plus. And that's a great thing that they did. And that's what Racket Fury needs to do. They need to do something a little bit different, maybe make it more arcadey, maybe make it like, maybe there's a tournament mode in there that 11 table tennis doesn't have, maybe make it like there's like a tennis or a table tennis campaign where you can move up the ranks and such, something completely different, maybe more single player focused, and then people will buy both. but because a lot of people own Golf Plus and Walkabout Mini Golf, but
Right.
not a lot of people probably owned Walkabout Mini Golf and Pro Putt, right? So they have to do the same thing with Racket Fury to distinguish what they are. That you can have like 5 different table tennis games, but they all got to be different. Otherwise, what's the point? When you have a leader
There are.
like a label
Yeah.
table tennis, you know.
I don't know who's buying them all, but yeah, they're out there.
They're out there. You imagine just someone just owns all 5 table tennis games and that's all they own.
For sure. There are a lot of golf games too. There's like Golf 5. There's other golf games.
In Steam, there's a lot. But
No, in the Quest is a lot on App Lab.
on App Lab, yeah, I guess.
I have like 4 of them. I don't know how I ended up with all these golf games.
I can't believe you don't own Compound and you have 4 different golf games. That's a question.
One of them came with the golf club thing that I bought.
Oh, okay, I see. Like came bundled with that. Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just one of those like with Golf 5 Club. I don't know where that stands in the market right now because Golf Plus is so far ahead. I saw it the other day, and it's because the British Open, was just last weekend. They had the Open like license, so they had like the Claret Jug, which is the trophy on the cover. Awful thumbnail. They need to do way better on the thumbnail because you could hardly see it. It's like, why isn't this front and center and everything? But anyway, that's a different story. But I don't know who's going for that over Golf Plus. It's one of those. They just need it. They also need to shift and go, okay, we want to do it a different approach.
Everybody thinks that they can do the golfing a little better.
Yeah, that's true. But it is what it is. Anything else? Did you play anything else?
Last thing, I got into about 20 minutes of Tea for God. I did a run on easy mode.
Yep.
And I died once, but I did the immediately respawn because I just wanted to get through it to get a vibe. It's weird feeling to just trust the Guardian.
Yeah. The Tea for God's room style, right?
It feels pretty cool.
It's a room scale game. Yeah. What kind of game is it for people who don't really know?
For people who don't know, and for the people who do know, who are still listening, you walk in circles, essentially, and it's procedurally generated. You're going into elevators, you're walking ledges, you're turning corners that turn into new rooms, you're shooting some enemies, and it's a roguelike type of deal. And there is some story, but not in the mode that I did, really. That's more, there's a few modes, and you can customize it. You're unlocking things. I think I unlocked more bullets or stronger bullets for the next run. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You do need a little bit of space there, but it's very unique. Simple graphics, but very immersive setting. It looks pretty expansive at times. You're opening up into very cool worlds.
Got it.
I dig it.
Yeah, I
might show it off at
either Temple-esque in terms of the room scale, or is it a very different game?
Yes, in that it's room scale, the same type of movement.
Sure,
but it feels very different.
Feels like a very different game. Interesting, because that only got
because Eye of the Temple, you're often in more expansive, like you're often looking into big worlds, whereas this one you're in small corridors a lot.
Okay, interesting. Would you recommend, or is it too early to recommend?
I think if you're into unique things, I'd recommend it. It's $20. Find yourself a 25%.
What genre is it?
Like in our Discord.
Is it a puzzle game or?
It's a roguelike type of deal. It's a shoot. You've got a gun on your right hand and a gun on your left hand. One's a shotgun and one was more of a pistol. At least for now. I don't know if you unlock different guns or more. Yeah,
fair enough.
I enjoyed it. I don't know. Like I said, I've only spent 20 minutes and it's hard to give a real recommendation.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I had fun. I'm going to show it off at camp for sure, just to show off the movement and how it feels to trust your guardian like that.
On camp, you got the next week's. Is it next week or is it in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, next week's the week 2 final week. First week was very, very fun, very exciting.
Nice.
We made a few game changes for next week,
Is it the same
and
people or is it a
the
new
order.
set of people?
No, it's a whole new set of customers, children. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
And yeah.
oh, awesome, fantastic. All right, that will do for part 1. In part 2, we will cover the VR news. So we'll see you then.
Hey, we know public lobbies in VR games can be a bit toxic, feel a bit empty at times. That's why we created the Let's Talk Oculus Discord, a friendly community that you can join for multiplayer meetups, general VR chat, the game, and chat about VR, fitness motivation, and there's even a very impressive 3D printing channel. Join over 100 of our community members in the Let's Talk Oculus Discord for free. The link is right in the description.
All right, welcome back to part 2 of the VR news. So let's kick it off here. We have this is a very exciting update in my eyes. So the MetaQuest Pro, the Pro, do you remember the Pro? It still exists. It's still around.
Yeah.
Is getting...
I got the Pro controllers.
Yes, that's the one. The MetaQuest Pro is getting a simultaneous hands and controllers mode called multi-modal in the V56 update. Now, caveat to this is an experimental mode and it's only available in the software development kit, so the SDK that developers can use. So it's not going to come out to any game now, but it's available for people to experiment. So just a few details on this, then we'll talk about it. What this mode allows you to do, it allows you to use one controller and it allows you to use your hand tracking for the left hand, for example. So right hand controller, left hand tracking. But you can also, the hand that's holding the controller, hand tracking is also enabled. So you can use your finger to like touch menus and such whilst you're still holding the controller. And this is most likely going to come to Quest 3. I believe this feature was announced in the Connect last year, but now we heard about it since. Most likely it's going to come to the Quest 3. The reason why is that the way the Quest 3 controllers work, obviously there's no ring, but there's also no cameras in there like the Quest Pro, because of this hand tracking feature that uses hand tracking to track where the controllers are. So this is almost a lock of, the new feature that's coming to Quest 3. The reason why I want to bring it up is because I'm very excited about what the potential is. Like, imagine you can now use your controllers as like objects. So say if you had your controller, I don't know, in your pocket or on the side or something, that could just be your gun and you can just pick it up whenever and then you can go back to hand tracking. Or you can, I don't know, you can use it for walkabout. You can use your putter with one hand and then the left hand you can actually finally use. So you can give like high fives to people or fist bumps or something like that. I know that's a really like fun way to use it rather than like practical, but still. You can now, it's going to unlock a lot of possibilities.
For sure.
There's another game as well with Rezel, which is the Player 22, the ones with the like soccer training and American football training and basketball training. We're like with soccer training, what they've done is they've come out with ankle straps for the Quest Pro controllers. So you can put your Quest Pro controllers where your feet are.
You get some feet
you
tracking.
get some foot tracking so you can like kick the soccer ball and such. But this is going to be way better where you can still use your hands for menus, or you can use your hands for, let's say you're doing goalkeeper training and you can catch, or you can also kick the ball away if you wanted to, for example. So it's going to unlock a lot of possibilities. What do you think? Are you excited for this feature?
Yeah, I wish it would come to Quest 2 with the Quest Pro controllers. My situation here. It would be great for 11 table tennis. You just throw the ball up instead of needing the left controller.
Absolutely.
Chess, it would be good. I like having the controller for one hand, but I don't need it for the other.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see how developers use this in games as well.
Yeah.
I imagine that there are way more creative people out there that could come up with some cool things that are one controller.
Absolutely. I can also see this being really cool in mixed reality and a game like Vermilion, where you can put your controller down and then use your finger to like smooth out some edges or like add a blur onto your canvas with your fingers, like you would do on, say, I don't know, let's say you're doing like a chalk painting or something like that, or, you know, on a picture. You can use your fingers to like smudge the edges, and that'd be cool to do
Right.
that in Vermilion, where you could just put the controller down, which is your brush or tools, and you can just use your fingers to
It's
like,
easy.
you know, it's stuff like that which they can unlock a lot, because you end up having 4 controllers or on your hands. You know, you have the 2 controllers in your hand, but then you also have your fingers, so you also almost have like 4 controllers that you can kind of work around and work with, you know. And I can see games like, I don't know, Aspire 2, where you have to put the controller down and use your hand to like unlock a door. It's like it takes a hand scan kind of thing for like a spy game and such, just to put you in more immersion and such. So
You need more knuckle grips, though. It's hard to open up your hand holding these
it
controllers.
is, yeah. You would have to put them on the floor. Yeah, that's, I mean, we mentioned it in last episode or the episode before, I forget now, where, yeah, I feel like knuckle grips are going to be one of the essential purchases going forward, especially now that they don't have rings and you can't just like, you know, hold it from the ring or anything if you're lazy or not lazy, but like, you know, you're feeling in a lazy position. That's what I love with the PSVR 2.
You would hold it with a ring?
Sometimes with the PSVR 2, I just slide my hand in the ring or something like that if I want to hold it. I know I got the strap on, but rather than it be dangling along, I can just slide my hand in there or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe people do different things, right? They do different things.
Yeah.
Um,
You do you.
but yeah, if anyone's listening to this or it, like, it's sounding like this is interesting, there's multimodal mode, let me know in the comments in YouTube or in Discord, like what you could see games that we currently have or like utilize this for. You know, like I said, with Walkabout, you could just have the other hand free so you can fist bump people or give them a high five or something like that. But what would you like in the games that you already own that you'd prefer hand tracking? You know, I can see in Walking Dead, I can have something with a machete, and the other one I can just like punch or jab or something.
You need too many buttons in Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But anyway, that's multimodal mode coming in at SDK. Obviously, this is going to be preparation for Quest 3 and probably October's release. Moving on, Walking Dead, as we were just speaking, Walking Dead will get this first one, Saints and Sinners 1, will get a Quest 3 version, an enhanced version. It's unclear right now if it's going to be a free upgrade if you already own Saints and Sinners on the Quest 2. Judging from stuff like PlayStation VR 2, normally there'll be like a $10 upgrade price. That's normally what happens when it comes to generations. That's what they did with the PSVR 2, for example. I think it was $10 to upgrade to the PS5 version of Saints and Sinners 1. So it'll be interesting to see. We've not really had that before. We've not really had an enhanced version of a game. It's normally just updated rather than just like a brand new game, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the enhanced versions the first time. What would you like to see enhanced? Like if you look at the games library you have on Quest 2, what games you'd like to see enhanced that you think would need it?
I wish they were just working on Behemoth instead of the Quest 3 enhancement. Not gonna lie about that.
Maybe it's a small team just on the side. Maybe there's a couple devs.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I would like stuff like Star Wars, Vader Immortal and such. Those ones that like old Quest 1 titles that came out. I would love like enhanced editions of those just because they're still so relevant, especially Vader Immortal, for example. I would love like enhanced versions of those, maybe Robo Recall,
All the
Arizona
movie
Sunshine.
ones, really.
What's that?
All the movie ones.
Or like Paper Birds?
Yeah, Paper Birds, Baba Yaga, even the point and click one, like the Retropolis ones where you don't have to move much.
Yeah, to get an enhanced version. Yeah, I just give me the like Arizona Sunshine seems like a lock of a free upgrade or a $10 upgrade because you know Arizona Sunshine 2 is coming out and it's like they could maybe bundle it where you get like a special bundle and it comes with Arizona 1 enhanced edition, you know. What's also
I doubt it.
yeah. What's also exciting too is that the trailer looked pretty good. I'm assuming that was Quest 3 footage, but what's really exciting too is that the visual upgrade is going to be worth the enhancement, right? Well, we've never had that with Quest 1 and Quest 2. Like, sure, the visual does get upgraded. We've seen like Red Matter 1 and 2 and such, but we've not had like a complete brand new enhancement. And
Revamp.
if it's worth this development time to take away from Behemoth and such, there must be a big leap in terms of graphical performance. I know they say it's like double,
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
Bradley and Mateo were talking about it probably being about 2016 PC VR.
for the Quest 3.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to like put that in my mind as like, what does that look like? Because I was never in VR in 2016. So I'm like, what?
Vertigo remastered, or the first Vertigo
The first
came
Vertigo
out that year, I think.
and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's the case, then what? Mobile development is 7 years behind a PC graphic cards, which is actually not too bad because that would just that would just get better and better and better. And
They're both getting better though.
that's true. Wait till Apple's come out though. Apple's going to show you what graphics look like on a mobile headset.
And
yeah,
we'll see.
It's going to be crazy.
Like to 400,000 people.
Yeah, that's true. If that. All right, next news story. Quest. Meta put out a new mixed reality demo, 2 mixed reality demos. So Meta have an app called Discover, which you can download on your Quest. And
did you try it?
I haven't tried this. No, have you tried this?
Yeah, so I downloaded it once I saw that it was in our script here, and the bike fix up a bike couldn't get it to work. I got the seat to put in the seat, and then I had to grab a wrench, and I'm looking around. It's like, grab the wrench. I'm looking around. There's no freaking wrench anywhere. I shoved my head through my Guardian, and I look down outside my Guardian for some reason. I can see the game bench, but I can't see the whole bench. It disappears in my actual play area. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna have to try it again.
There's bike, which is like you fix up a bike, which is the one.
So I tried bike,
and the other one,
and then I tried. What's the other one?
Yeah, the other one's called Drone Age, which is like Space Pirate Trainer but in mixed reality. Did you try that one too?
Oh, I did. I tried to try it, but I couldn't get past. You got to place some dot or a circle somewhere, and I couldn't. I was pressing every button, couldn't get it right. So I'm gonna have to try it again. But I was 0 for 2 with trying.
Well, this is the issue, right? Is because this Quest 2 and Quest Pro do not have a depth sensor, so you have to mark out where your stuff is. You have to mark out your walls and such. Where with a depth sensor, it just works. It's like with the iPhone. I went to see an apartment today, and because the iPhone has a LiDAR scanner, which is, it's not a depth sensor, but it kind of works in that way, as far as I'm aware. You get out the Measure app, and it just works immediately, and you can measure the room, and it's pretty accurate. Where before, when the iPhone didn't have that, the Measure app, you had to scan the room first, and it had to, and it wasn't that accurate, and it makes a big difference. So. It's a shame that they don't. You were 0 for 2 for them, but I still have faith for that Quest 3. I am so excited for mixed reality, by the way.
And I'm not on version 56. I don't know if that matters. But.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that matters either. But yeah. Anyway, 0 for 2. Never mind. Speaking about the Quest Pro. Meta reportedly are not ordering new Quest Pro components, meaning production will end. So these were rumors from The Information's Wayne Ma, who had 2 sources that said Meta have called off suppliers following the poor sales. Now, it's interesting with that one because in a Ask Me Anything, Boz basically dismissed the rumors.
He refuted them.
Yeah, he didn't address them directly, but he pretty much said, as he was on vacation, is like, don't believe what you see, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. But I would not be surprised if this is the end of the Quest Pro. I mean, when production ends, that means they're not ordering more parts, but they may have so many parts ready at the moment. So Quest Pro could still be alive for like another year and year and a half. They may have back ordered parts for so long, right? But it's not surprising that even if it was doing well, it's not surprising that there'll be a new one in the works anyway, because their technology rolls out very quickly.
What Buzz basically said was that they have a few headsets they're always working on, and one's called the Pro isn't really a thing yet. They're at different levels, and they'll pick and choose which one eventually sees the light of day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if this was on a fire sale, would you ever be interested in the Pro? If this was like $700?
No, I'd be interested in a Quest 3 with eye tracking though.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we spoke with Show a couple of weeks ago, right? But yeah, we are not like, you know, it's almost August, and it's only we're 2 months away, exactly 2 months away from the Connect. So we will see what the Quest 2 entails. There may be some surprises, but we will see. All right, that's the VR news. Not much news to talk about this week, but that's everything. And that will do for part 2. And part 3, we will.
Dan.
Oh,
actually, no. I'll wait for part 3.
You crushed the flow. Then we'll see you in part 3. Games out this week. Let's Talk Oculus is available on all good podcast platforms and some rubbish ones as well. If you want to see the video version, it's available on YouTube and Spotify. And also, if you love us so much, then consider throwing us $1 at patreon.com/Let's Talk Oculus. Back to the show. All right, welcome back to part 3, games out this week and anything else. Now, in terms of brand new games, there's nothing. This week, there's nothing. Go download Compound, go through your backlog, play those games and such. Samson, you have some other stuff though?
Yes. So in lieu of a new game, there is a Puzzling Places bundle of every single puzzle. All the puzzles for 24% off. $81 for all the puzzles. Off markdown from $108. Or there's 4 smaller bundles ranging from $31, $24, $39, and $32 as well. USD.
I wonder who's buying that.
I might buy all the puzzles. It's $45 for me because I own some of them.
Okay, that's why I can see the value. I was about to say someone who was just like not even got Puzzling Places, who would spend $90 on Puzzling Places up front. But for you, who loves Puzzling Places and has got a few of the DLCs and such, and then it just makes it be $40 to complete the pack, total sense.
Yeah.
Makes total. You can do the same with Walkabout too. There's Walkabout bundles too. In there. There's a lot of sales actually right now. Unfortunately, Compound was not on sale when I bought it.
I told you, it never goes on sale.
No, but anyway, I got the $7 off, so it was not as bad anyway.
Now you should post 25% off in our Discord.
I can't. The Canadians don't have it.
Oh my gosh.
I can use it. I realized the other day I can actually use it, but the Canadians can't use it. The Canadians can't give it. Gosh. I can't give it back to you.
You can't give it. You can only take it
and take all of those discount codes. But I can't. No, I can't.
So
in fact, that might be where I got the $7 credit. Was probably because of that, right?
A referral.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how it works.
It makes no sense. If you would have gotten the credit for giving a referral, not for taking.
Yeah, because you just get the 25% off. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense too. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, with games not out this week, is there any games that you're looking forward to playing over this next week, Samson? Is there anything on your radar?
On my radar, not particularly. I've been off the radar as far as keeping up with the new games. I've got camp next week. I'm not going to be playing a lot of VR next week, I don't think.
That's fair. For me, actually, it will be not a Quest game. It will be Switchback VR on the PlayStation VR 2.
Oh boy.
That game, was pretty bad when I bought it. It was so disappointing because I was really looking forward to that one. But they finally came out with a massive, massive patch this week, which addressed. Well, it should have addressed all the issues, the visual issues, the gameplay issues, and all sorts. I'm hearing decent things, but I haven't read into it too much. So I'm excited to download that because I already have the game and try that out.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, I'm going to probably try that out this weekend and give it a go, and I'll let you know next week. But that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. Anything else, Samson? Any flat screen stuff that's been going on?
No, I don't really think so. I've been playing chess daily. That's really been my morning.
Are you playing it in
go-to.
mixed reality or in normal?
No, I don't know how to get the thing in mixed reality in that game, but I just play in the nice little
Chess Club, right?
area. Yeah, yes, sir.
I love Chess Club. I really like it. I love the little music when you're just in the labyrinth at the start, and it's just all like, oh, I can't wait to play some chess.
It takes a second to load in, and every time you're just in a black void, and I think to myself, did it freeze?
Oh,
And then it loads.
That's fun though. See, these are the things that I'm very excited about with the Quest 3 is that it's a game like Chess Club that it will be mixed reality ready for Quest 3, and well, I'm hoping it'll be ready from day and date, and then I can sit down, like you said, with the coffee at the table and just play some chess in mixed reality, and I can see my coffee mug and such, and it's all clear, right? It's all pretty clear. I'm so excited for mixed reality. To be honest, I think it's going to be the standout feature of the Quest 3. To be honest, I'm so excited for it, and I can't wait for it to be a reality. In a way to say that,
A mixed reality.
a mixed reality. In terms of flat screen stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so addicted to Steam Deck stuff. I keep listening to the Steam Deck podcast. I don't even have one.
Ratchet and Clank.
Is that coming? Rift
It just
Apart?
came out. Steam Deck. Yeah, it's Steam Deck verified.
Nice. Apparently that's a really good game on the PS5. There's a podcast that I'm listening to. It's called the Steam Deck Podcast. It's pretty simple. But I've been addicted to that for the last few weeks. It comes out every Friday. It's just, I think it's like it's done by like an actual like gaming journalist website, but it's normally these same two people, but sometimes they rotate the odd person in. And they're just really good. And they're just talking Steam Deck stuff. And I don't even own one, but it's just really interesting to me. And I'm just waiting for my Switch to be sold. I put it on.
You should have bought one when they were on sale.
No, it's not the time. It's not the time because it's summertime. As you know, my gaming is very limited. It's not out of choice. It's just that I'm never in the mood to play games during the summertime. I don't know if it's just because my house is so hot, and that might be it, to be honest. But no, it would be a perfect winter. And I've also been researching emulation, and I found out how to make the Wii work with the Wiimotes properly. Like there's an adapter
on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, there's like there's a dolphin. What do you call it? Like whatever the bar is for the Wii, the sensor bar. You can buy one.
Yeah, the IR bar.
Yeah, it's like $30 American on Amazon, and it works perfectly. Like that connects to your Wii controllers, and all you have to do is on the Steam Deck, you have to just select the game, and once you're in the game, the Wiimotes start working. And I'm like, oh man, I want to make this happen because I'll just get the 64 gig and then buy a 1 terabyte SSD and then just upgrade it. So I'm excited. I'd probably, unless something happens, I'm definitely going to buy it. It's just that I'm going to wait till the next sale, and hopefully by then my Switch sells. But I'm very excited for it because it's more emulation for me. I just want to emulate like GameCube games, Wii games. I can emulate Switch games and all that stuff.
Yeah, you could do them all. Yeah,
I just want to emulate those retro games, but and just have it.
Using your little Game Boy thing.
I still have the Game Boy thing. I was actually playing Pokemon Crystal the other day. Nice. I was actually getting into that. It's a good bathroom accessory. It's a good bathroom.
I wouldn't think the shower was a good time.
Not a shower. You should be sitting down. I think that makes a lot of sense. It's a good bathroom accessory. And I'm not gonna lie, sure the Steam Deck's massive, but the Retroid, the Ambinix, sorry, what I have, the little Game Boy, great for planes because I just throw it into my bag and it's so tiny.
That I believe
It's actually really good for plane journeys. And when I came back from Boston, I had it with me. So when I came back from Boston, I was playing some classic Super Mario Brothers 3, or Super Mario Brothers World, sorry, on the way back, which was fun. So I'm still enjoying
nice.
it. I am still enjoying it now. But yeah, that's it for any flat screen stuff. Anything else from you, or we will just call this one a day? It's a shorter podcast today.
How long are we at?
We're at 55 minutes, if that.
Nice.
If that, a shorter one for all of you. Well, I mean, we had like an hour 20 last week, so I guess that evens out. For everyone watching and listening, and still watching and listening, definitely join us on Discord. We are getting close to 100 episodes. Really close. Things will happen from those 100 episodes, but we will just wait and see and tell you on episode 100. Until then, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dan. I will see you later. Samson, sign off.
Let's talkulus.